What's up, everyone? It's Bo here, and today I would like to talk to you about sand. That's right, sand. You know, the stuff, it's coarse, it's rough, it gets everywhere. This right here, this is what we're talking about today. Because, of course, today we are here in the Star Wars district, and we are going to be creating a sand biome, kind of a sand planet, Tatooine, Jakku type of biome that is going to come right to the edge of the Marvel district. Oh, by the way, welcome to FANCRAFT. How's everybody doing? Y'all doing good? Leave a like on this video if you're doing good. So we're going to actually be doing that today. We're going to be creating a little bit of a Tatooine biome, mixing in some sand, some mud, some dirt. Well, more specifically, like this padded dirt right here. And I don't know yet how far we want to go with it. I know that we're going to do kind of the top of this hill where we've got this little storage unit thing going over here, and probably extend it for a little bit of a ways. Now, my build that I'll be doing today is actually only going to be about a 15 by 15 plot. So I'm going to create more space than I actually need, but that is for the benefit of all the other fan crafters who want to create something in a sand planet type biome here in the Star Wars district. I know of at least one. Bell has mentioned that he wants to do this, so we got some more stuff coming, so that'll be good. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna actually split this up into two parts. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump into terraforming this area, and then kind of check in on it, see how it's looking, and then jump straight into the building right after that. So I guess let's do something a little bit different this time. Let's jump into the terraforming. So I don't know if terraforming is at all interesting to look at, but it is not that fun to build. And I'm not really sure if I'm really happy with how this turned out, to be honest. I mean, okay, so for one thing, I obviously was using a lot of sand. I was trying to get creative with just these little padded dirt blocks here, there, and everywhere. But frankly, I was running out of sand. There was an attempt to create a sand biome to sell sand, which is just a terrible idea. It's just an absolutely terrible idea. And yet that's what I'm doing. I had to kind of get by on my own supply, if you know what I mean. But regardless, I decided to break it up a little bit with these packed mud blocks. My thought was maybe there's deep underground. There's some sort of water wells. That's where the moisture evaporators or moisture farming kind of comes from. And I don't know. This was my thought. But really, it's just because I was starting to run out of sand. But that's okay. I think it'll be okay. I might end up just filling these in, honestly, with more sand blocks, and we'll just keep it simple, because sometimes, keeping it simple makes a lot of sense. And I don't really know how I feel about these blotchiness. It's okay when you're walking through it. It's kind of cool. It kind of breaks things up, but from far away, it's just not that good of a look. But on the other hand, we're up here on a hill. Nobody's going to be above this all that often. Although that's not true, because Avengers Tower, you'll be able to see this from Sauron's Eye and the Jedi Temple or whatever we end up building over there. Yeah, I don't know. But what I do know is that this is to the point where I'm ready to go ahead and start building on it. And so that's really what we want to do. We want to jump into what exactly our build in this biome is going to be. And that is the Lars family homestead. That's right. We are going to be selling sand at the Lars family homestead. We want it coarse, we want it rough, and we want it guaranteed to get everywhere, baby. That's what's about to go down. So without further ado, let's jump into the building. don't think a build has ever frustrated me quite like this one. Like, it's crazy because, like, honestly, it looks okay. It's a fairly simple build. Let's be real. This is a fairly simple build right here. Okay, we got a moisture evaporator, farmer thingamajig. We got the Lars Homestead right here, and no sooner, by the way, did I pop up this biome, which I've now cleared out on pretty much just sand, except for a little bit around the build. Somebody popped up an ATST. Yeah, look at that. I mean, it does look like an ATST mildly relieving itself, but that's okay. That's all right. I think it might be a work in progress. Yeah, let's see. What they got? See? Oh, stacks of emeralds. Hello. Oh, okay. Totems of Undying. This, I have a feeling this is Will. Just based off the build style and also the fact that I know that he has some sort of farm related to totems, I'm thinking that's going to be, I think that's Will. I think Will's popped up an AT right next to our Lars family sand shop. But yeah, so, okay, again, simple build. I did decide, I went back, I was like, you know what, let's just go full sand. It looks better. You know what I mean? It may be coarse, it may be rough, it may get everywhere, but you know what? It does the trick for what we're trying to accomplish. But at the same time, what I found was using the dirt and the padded dirt, the mud, packed mud and all that kind of good stuff, it actually looks really good when connected to a build. So I kind of started it from the moisture farmer and then just kind of like bled it on over. Like maybe there's like a leak in the pipes or something like that. I don't know. I think it looks really good. Or maybe it's just that things have been trampled. Like this is just kind of an area that is constantly walked through. Now, granted, this is just inspired by the Lars Homestead. It's not the actual thing. There's some things I would do differently. For one thing, this would be a bit bigger, a little bit bigger, not by much. And it would actually go down as opposed to maintain kind of a flat surface. But we're really trying to just communicate the look, right? The look of that particular style and a nice way to welcome people into the Star Wars district. And I think, especially with that little AT&T there back there, yeah, I think it's looking nice. I think it's looking really nice. So in the end, I guess I'm okay with it. But man, it was frustrating. Got a little walking path, brings you right up into it. We've got our sand. I took some time to restock at least a little bit, as I ended up using pretty much all of the stock that I had for sale. And we're ready to go. We're good to go. And we've got this nice little area right over here in case anybody else wants to do anything in the Tatooine biome or expand it. That is possible as well because the Star Wars District is essentially open for business. Anybody can come in here, create their own biomes, do whatever they want. I'm really looking forward to seeing what all the fan crafters have up their sleeves. It should be really, really great. But all that said, I am done with sand, okay? It's coarse, it's rough, it's irritating, it gets everywhere. I'm done with it. I'm going to sell everything I got, but mostly we're moving on to Marvel, okay? Everything is about to change. And there's a lot of work that has to be done in order to get ready because, I got to lay out these roads and all that kind of good stuff. But based on this video alone, I think what I'm going to try to do is lay out the roads kind of on my own time and not put it in the video because I don't think it's all that interesting to look at. So I'll probably do that on my own. And then the next video will probably be my first build in the Marvel District. I really kind of wanted to do this series because of the unique and kind of diverse nature of it. I wanted to do a video dedicated to the launch, essentially, of each of the districts with my own personal builds. And admittedly, for the Marvel District, I don't just have one personal build. I kind of have two. But they both require a lot of resources. They're both kind of bigger. And so I needed to knock out the other two first. Plus, the other two are kind of closer to spawn. Man, look at that. You got the Tatooine, the Lars family homestead right here. You got the Hobbiton over there. That's a good shot. Yeah, that's a nice little frame up right there. I like that. Oh, man. Yeah, you know what? I'm pleased. I'm very pleased with myself, all things considered. Okay, so I just came over here and I see this. Creeper blew up. Whose mail is who? I'll leave signs in top left. Oh, no. Well, the top left was mine. I'm pretty sure the top left was mine, which means that somebody got me a dragon head and a couple end rods. That's nice. Oh, man. See, okay, this is the other aspect. Because I've been working on trying to get the districts ready, I haven't actually had the time to work on kind of our spawn civic center, essentially. And we really need a more secure post office. We need a better looking portal. We need the jib board back. That's necessary. And then, of course, the bank, which is functional and relatively secure, is fine, but we want to kind of make it look nicer. Oh, man, there's a lot to do. It's tough. Maybe I need to see if anybody else wants to like join my team. I'm an army of one. And so I might need to rethink this a little bit. But even with all that being the case, my next goal really is to get the Marvel District up and running. So I've got something very different than what you might expect for my first build in the Marvel District. And I want you to guess, what do you think I am going to do? Put it in the comments. I really want to know what you think I might personally build for my first location in the Marvel District. I'll go ahead and tell you this. I'll go ahead and take this one off the map. It's not going to be the Avengers Tower because that's going to be our big team build. But for my own personal first, what do you think it's going to be based off of? What do you think it's going to be based off of? I guarantee nobody's going to guess it. Nobody. You can't do it. You just can't do it. Nobody's going to be able to guess it, but I think you're going to like it. So stay tuned for that. That's coming next week. And until next time,